Hello, YouTube family. Jody Goyen here. I am back with another training video for you guys. And actually, this was not planned. I was not supposed to record it today. I finished the meeting early. I have about an hour till my next meeting. And I said, let me get on there. Whatever comes out, I need to produce something. You guys have been asking about it. And honestly, I do apologize because I have not been making this a priority just because I have so many other things going on. But I appreciate your love. I appreciate your support. And I promise you're going to be hearing and seeing more of me. But today I kind of just want to speak from the heart because yesterday I put a question box on my stories to do a live and answer some questions. And 80% of the questions were, how do you stay motivated? Okay, how I'm discouraged. How can I get back up? I lost my team. How can I continue? Joe, how are you always so motivated, so positive? And it's so crazy because it's a question that I get so often, and it's a question that I don't have a concrete answer to. I can't tell you how to stay motivated. You know why? Because I'm not always motivated, okay? There are a lot of days where I don't want to get up from bed, where I don't want to work, where I don't want to look at neither of my phones. So I can't tell you how to stay motivated. But I can tell you that what keeps me going every single day, it's not my motivation. It's my discipline. Okay? So I want you guys to this is like changing colors, I don't know. I want you guys to focus on getting that discipline, building that discipline. What are those habits that you're adding to your lifestyle that you have to do every day? Your non-negotiables that you know you have to do every day, that little by little, they're going to get you to that end goal. They're going to get you the success you want. They're going to get you to that next level in life. If you are living, waiting to be motivated, to start working, you are going to be waiting forever because we're human. We live in a world where there are a lot of distractions, a lot of negativity, a lot of bad news, a lot of unexpected things happening, and it's just unrealistic to be motivated always. So how do you become a disciplined person? Number one is you need to have a clear goal and a clear vision of what you want, where you want to go, and what you want to accomplish. If that is not clear, there is no way you're going to be disciplined about it because you don't even know where you're going. It's like a car driving with no direction. Like, it can crash, it can fall off a cliff, it can stop driving, you don't know where you're going. There is no discipline to your life, to your everyday routine. So having a clear goal and making sure that you want that goal so bad that there is no negotiating around it. There is no maybe next time, maybe next month. I don't really want it right now. I don't really need it right now. And your goal can be something short term, maybe for this month. It can be something for 6 months, for a year. It can be your end life goal. But let's start small. Little small goals start adding up. But definitely know where you want to go. Okay, that's going to help you build up that discipline. You need to know that. I'll put myself as an example. If I wanted to become $1 million earner, and I started with $70,000 in debt, I started negative. To become $1 million earner, not only did I have to work hard, but I had to sacrifice things. I had to grow as a person. I had to grow my mindset, change my mindset, personal development. I had to grow. I had to fail. I had to learn. I had to get up. I had to do it again. It is a process. So you need to have that in mind too. You need to know that it's not going to be an overnight success. It's not always going to be instant gratification. For the most part, it's not going to be instant gratification. So when you don't get those instant results, you can't allow yourself to get unmotivated, okay? Because you need to remember, because you have a clear vision, right? That you're not working for the praise of tomorrow. You're working, you're building for the long-term dream life and success from a year from now or 2 years from now. So it's really hard to always be motivated. I think it's almost impossible to always be motivated because we have feelings, but it is very, very doable to always be disciplined, okay? What helps me stay disciplined is I need to know what I have to do. Okay, what do you have to do every day to work your business? What stage of the business are you in? I can tell you a couple of the things that I know you guys have to do every day, because I have to do every day. You need to show up on social media. And when I mean show up, it's show your face, talk, do a tutorial, ask questions, interact. It's not just post a flyer. Every day, you need to participate in your group chats. Every day, you need to check in with your team. Maybe every other day with your upline. You need to reach out to new people. You need to follow up. You need to check your back office. See how far you are from your goal. Call yourself out on your BS. If you have your goals written down, see how far am I? What have I accomplished? How many days of the month do we have left? All of those things you need to do every single day. When you're tired, when you're hungry, when you're sick, when you're mad, when you don't feel like it, when your whole team quits, you need to keep doing it. That is called discipline. And that is how I get up every single day and I face the world and I run my business regardless of anything that may be going on in my personal life. Okay? But being disciplined is also hard, especially when you don't have a reason why you have to be disciplined, or you don't have a strong why. So if you find yourself constantly asking, how do I stay motivated? I'll tell you, you don't have a strong why. Because if you did have a strong why, you wouldn't ask yourself that. Okay? And this is a very drastic example, but I'm going to use it because I'm a mom and I'll speak about me and my son. If the day of tomorrow, God forbid, I'm facing the street and my son, and we're poor and we have nothing, my son has nothing to eat, I am not going to go ask, how should I get food? What do I need? I will do whatever I have to do to get a piece of food in his mouth. Whatever it is that I have to do, right? I'm not asking for advice. I know he needs to eat and I know how I can get food. Now go get it, right? So if you guys have a strong why, and it can be your son, your kids, your husbands, your parents, yourself, your grandparents, I don't know, whatever it is. Your why is so strong that it doesn't allow you time to wander off. How can I get motivated? Your why should be your motivation. Okay? How can I get disciplined? It should be, you should want something so bad that not working towards it every single day is not an option. Okay, network marketing is a blessing, but it's a tough industry because of the mindset you need to have to be successful in this, which is why we preach personal development from day one. If you are not doing personal development, you are missing out on, I feel like, the biggest thing that network marketing has to offer, right? Personal development. If you are not doing that, it is going to affect your business because you are going to react differently to everything that is happening. You are going to, negativity, you're not going to take it well. When people quit your team, you're not going to take it well. When you don't hit your goal, you're not going to take it well because you are not mentally ready. So we are in an industry where that is a blessing and a curse. I mean, it's not a curse, but we do need to get strong-minded to be able to go through everything that we go through. But that's a blessing because that makes you a better person, a better woman, a better husband, wife, daughter, mom. But if you find yourself asking how to stay motivated, maybe network marketing is not for you. Okay, that's where I was trying to get. I just remembered. Because this is, you do need to have tough skin. You do need to call yourself out on your BS. This is not an industry where we're here to get babysat, guys. This is an industry where you're here to transform into that better version of yourself, where you're going to 10x you, your business, your life, the way you think, the way you act, the way you talk. So I know a lot of you can relate to this, and I don't mean to hurt anyone's feelings, but how many of you on a daily ask 5 different people for advice and for motivation? Like, what advice are you really looking for? You're asking the same question over and over and over again, expecting a different result because you are trying to distract yourself from the fact that it's just your lack of execution that is holding you back. It's your lack of putting yourself out there that is holding you back. It's your lack of not wanting to do things scared, of being nervous, of being shy, of what are people going to think, of I don't want to be annoying. I don't need this. It's your lack of that's stopping the blessings and the results and the success from coming. But since you don't want to accept that, because who wants to accept that they're lacking something, you just come up with the excuses. Can you give me some advice? Joe, I've been in the business 6 months. I don't know what to do. Joe, my upline quit. Can you give me some advice? Can you give me some motivation? And I really wish I could like give all of you all the answers and all the motivation, but I don't have it. All I can give you and tell you is what I know works for me. And what works for me is being disciplined. What works for me is being consistent. And guys, consistency is every single day. Not one day yes, 2 days no. Not only on weekends, not only on flash sales, not when your upline texts you. Remember, this is a business. And if you're not treating this as a legit business, it's not going to pay you as a legit business. Okay, we are business owners. Yes, we look cute and we have free time, but we're business owners. We're running a business. We're building empires. Like, you need to treat it as such for it to pay you back that way. So consistency is very, very important in this business. Sacrifices. What are you currently sacrificing? Whether you are a brand new market partner or you've been in the business 4+ years, what are you sacrificing? In life, when we are not sacrificing anything, we are not getting results because it's a trade-off, right? So discipline, consistency, sacrifices. Also, you can never stop learning. Guys, and we have so many resources. You have your back office, you have Facebook groups, you have YouTube videos, you have endless books, endless podcasts. But it takes you being disciplined to get up and read a book. You being disciplined to get up and watch this training video. You have to want this for yourself. Let me tell you something else about not only network marketing, but about being a business owner. No one can want it more than you want it for yourself. And what's sad sometimes is that I see myself wanting it more for people in my team than they do for them. And when I get to that point, I realize it's time to kind of let them be. If this is not where they want to go, I'm not going to push them. But why have I been so successful? Because I have wanted this more than I have wanted air to breathe. And let me tell you guys, I've gone through some uncomfortable situations. I've gone through some tough situations. I have been embarrassed AF. I have done things so out of my comfort zone. I have been sweating in my armpits while talking to people. Okay, my Instagram 2.5 years ago was a joke compared to what is now. I didn't have followers. I didn't have this confidence that I have now. But I was showing up scared because I knew that's what was going to get me results. And how did I know that? Because that's what the people that came before me told me. And I chose to believe them. That's another point I want to make. If you don't believe that this is real, how do you expect to convince anyone else that this is real? If you, and let me tell you something, you don't need to be an SED to know it's real. You must be like, oh yeah, Joe, now you know it's real because you're this and you're that. Yes, now I am that, but when I started, I wasn't SED, I wasn't MDC, I didn't even have one paycheck, but I saw stories, I was told of what could happen, I got shown the compensation plan, and I chose to believe this is real, I can do it, and I'm going to do it. And it shows when you're talking to people. People can see, smell, feel your confidence. Okay? If you're kind of talking like, yeah, this is the best opportunity ever, but in your mind, you're like, is it? Do you really think I can make $1 million? Do you really think I can have a team of 100,000 people? Do you really think I could retire? Whatever the case may be. If you're having second thoughts about it in your mind, you can speak up and say you're super confident and that you believe in it. But guys, there is no lying to the universe, to God, to your like body language. Like that is just something we cannot hide. So ask yourself, do I really believe in this business? Do I really believe in myself? Am I really putting myself out there? Another thing I want to cover is stop waiting for the right moment. Okay, just how we tell the people interested in our business, there's never going to be a right moment to get started. You need to do it scared. I'm telling you that you're already a market partner. There's never a right moment. Like, you're never just going to feel confident to do a live. You're never going to feel confident to do a team call. Like, there's always, you have to start somewhere. And the only way you're going to gain your confidence is by having small, tiny little successes that you can celebrate. Is by doing things scared, making mistakes, and learning from them. And then you do them again better. All of those little things build confidence. Confidence is not something that just appears overnight. And a lot of you are waiting for that confidence to start acting. But the confidence comes after the actions. Okay? So you need to do it scared. A couple things. Like I said, I didn't prepare for this, but I do have some old notes that I want to share that kind of go hand in hand with this topic. And I want to remind you guys that you cannot win when you are discouraged or when you have doubt. And doubt kills everything. Fear kills everything. And it's all a feeling and a mindset that you have full control over. Okay? Thoughts are things. Guys, we build our reality. And if you don't believe in that yet, that's what you need to believe in before even learning any training and starting to run your business, because the universe is a real thing. What you think, what you say comes true. Okay? So you cannot win when you're discouraged or when you have doubt. And the more confidence you have, the less self-doubt you're going to have. Okay, that's why you see some people that are so confident, that are always winning, the millionaires, the top of the companies, their confidence is higher and higher and higher. The higher your confidence get, the least self-doubt you're going to have. And being confident doesn't mean you're the prettiest, you're the smartest, you've been in the company the longest, but in your eyes, you're the prettiest, you're the smartest, you do everything better because you are showing up as the best version of yourself. You are loving yourself that way, and you're always willing to better yourself. Okay, remember that we were all born happy. We were not born with insecurities. It's all things that people tell us and feed us to then make us question ourselves. Someone told you you can't do this, and now you think you can't do this. But when we were babies, when we were born, like, you know, we can do whatever we want. So I want you guys to adopt back that mindset. So the power of belief. True or not, our mind will work overtime to make sure it proves to us it's true. Okay? Power of belief. Whether it's true or not, our mind will work overtime to make sure it proves to us that it's true. What you believe will become a reality. There's no one that's going to tell you otherwise. Confidence is self-trust. It's building reputation with yourself. I do the things I'm going to say. Keep the promises you make to yourself, and give yourself credit for those promises. Be a woman of your word. If you guys have ever heard me talk, you guys know I always say that. Be a woman of your word. If you say you're going to do something, you do it. If you say you're going to hit a goal, you hit that goal. So that is what confidence is. Confidence is self-trust. Confidence is knowing that if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to get it done. That makes me a confident person, because I've proven to myself over and over and over again that I can keep my word. Okay? Then we have self-doubt. Self-doubt is when I'm not enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. There's too many people doing it. I started too late. Those are all thoughts placed in your head from the outside. Someone told you, you read it somewhere, you heard it somewhere, and you've adapted it to be your reality, when in reality, it's not true. Okay? So when you do get these negative thoughts and the self-doubt, and it happens to me too, I am not perfect, but I know how to acknowledge them, and I know how to scratch them. So whenever I feel like I'm a little threatened by something, or I'm a little scared, or I'm like, maybe it's too hard, or maybe I can't do it, acknowledge a negative thought, scratch it, and say 5 affirmations, or 5 positive things about you, or 5 reasons why you can do this. Okay? Flawed thoughts that lead to self-doubt will steer away from your self-confidence. Stop thinking that you are your possessions. Stop thinking that you are your accomplishments. Stop thinking that you are what people say, good or bad. And stop thinking that you are what you look like. Okay? So what do I mean by stop thinking you are your possessions? Maybe you have an older car, an older little car, and you see me with a brand new car. Just because you have an older car doesn't make you a less person than I am. And just because I have a new car doesn't mean I'm better than you. You are not your possessions. You're also not your accomplishments. Just because I've made $1 million doesn't make me a better person than someone that has only made $50 their whole life. For those of you in the business, maybe you just hit MMP and you've been MMP for 6 months. You are not your accomplishment. Just because you only hit MMP doesn't mean you're less than anyone else. You just haven't worked to your full potential, or you haven't made it a priority. Okay? Stop thinking you are what people say you are, whether good or bad. People say, oh, you're a queen. Like, I am not a queen. I need to be real with myself. Or if someone says, you are not good enough, you're going to fail. I am not what other people say I am. So we need to learn to control our thoughts, because once we have our thoughts controlled and we're disciplined, we're always going to be motivated. Okay, so you guys are seeing how the question that I always get is how to stay motivated. It all has to do with discipline and mindset, okay? And that self-love and that self-belief, okay? The only way you are defined is by the content of your character, not by the way you look, not by the things you say you're going to do, not by the things you plan to do. You're defined by the content of your character, by the way you show up, the way you treat others, the things you actually get done. So that's it. No one else, nothing else should be judging you. And you guys, too many times, let outside noise into your body, into your mind, into your business, which then causes negative thoughts, which then cause self-doubt, which then cause you to be unmotivated. Like not being motivated is not even a real thing. Okay, so if you've ever DM'd me asking me how to stay motivated, I don't want to see that word ever again. You need to be disciplined, and you're going to be disciplined by having a clear goal of where you want to go. And you're going to have a clear goal of where you want to go when you're honest with yourself. What do you want? What do you want to fix? And what areas do you want to improve? And most importantly, do you believe you can do it? Do you believe that that's attainable? Has someone else already accomplished it? It's already been done. Now it's a matter of you doing it, okay? Always remember to set your intentions. Guys, this is a real thing. Every single morning, affirmations, intentions for the day. What are you grateful for? You cannot be motivated without being grateful. You need to practice gratitude, and gratitude for the smallest things. Like every morning when I wake up, thank you, God, for another day, for waking up, for breathing, for my body, for getting a good night's sleep. Literally for the smallest things. And once you start living your life with gratitude, everything is just going to be that much better. I have the time covered, so I feel like I'm like just going on for a long time, more than I should, but let's just finish really quick. Give yourself credit, guys. Remember, you are meant to win. You are meant to do whatever it is you want to do. Okay, stop thinking small. Stop limiting yourself. No one else is sitting here telling you, Joe, you can't do it. It's you. It's your negative thoughts. It's you comparing yourself to others. Go get a good book, get motivated, and start working. Okay, you cannot want the big paychecks without putting in the work. You need to know that yes, this business is simple, but it takes work. It takes consistency, it takes discipline, and it definitely has lots of lessons. And everyone's journey looks different because we all come from different places. We're all different people. We all have different lives. So one journey may be like this, one journey may be like this, one journey may take 5 years, one journey may take 6 months, but that was already written out for you in your personal life. Okay? Always outwork everyone and convince yourself that you are here to win. When you think that you've worked enough, when you think that you've done enough, always remember there's someone out there doing more than you. That is something that always keeps me motivated. I try to I always give myself credit, but I always know like I'm not the best one. There's someone out there doing 20 times more what I'm doing, and that's why she's winning 20 times harder. So always have that very clear, and always remember to have good intentions, because someone with bad intentions may get ahead temporarily, but the truth always comes out, and you don't want to be the one to win short term, wins temporarily, and then everything is gone. Okay, remember that you're not going to be motivated every day. Remember that you are human. You have feelings, you have ups, you have downs, you have life, you have a family, you have a million other things going on. Stop asking for motivation. Ask for discipline, and ask yourself for discipline. Build that discipline and be disciplined enough to follow it. And once you start treating this business like a business every single day, I promise you there is no way you won't see results. The only way to fail in this business is if you quit on yourself. Okay, there is no timeline to success. If it takes you 3 years to get to SED or it takes you 6 months, you still got to SED. You're still doing better than 90% of the people out there. Okay, so stop being so hard on yourself, but also stop looking for the tiniest excuses to quit. I hate excuses, and if you know me, you know that, because excuses are not going to get you to where you want to go. Excuses are not going to make your dreams come true. Stop being a victim of your circumstances and be a warrior. All the time you spend asking people how to get motivated, you can be disciplining. You can be motivating yourself by being disciplined. Okay, is that even a word? Whatever. Reading books, podcasts, going for a run, talking yourself. Guys, like, I've been going through a lot lately. It's no secret. And I don't go to someone to cheer me up. I'm saying, okay, get it together, Joe. Like, this is what you want for your life. This is what you're working towards. This is why you need to continue to show up. You're healthy. You have a family. Like, get it going. Like, I give myself my own pep talks. And when you can get to the point where you can motivate yourself, when you can give yourself that your own pep talk that you need, you're going to feel unstoppable. And your confidence is going to be up here. But in order to get there, you need to know that you are worthy. You need to know that you are good enough. You need to stop thinking that you are below or less than the person next to you. Okay, you are all as special as I am, maybe more. A lot of you are probably even smarter than I am. A lot of you are more talented than I am, older than I am. And the only reason why I've had the success that I've had is because I believed it. And I believed in myself, and I worked really freaking hard. And while some people were crying, giving excuses, I was crying, trying to figure out a way to work harder. Okay, so do it for you. Show up for yourself. Work your business, and I promise you it will be worth it. And remember, it's not about being motivated. It's about having discipline. Thank you guys so much. I know this was kind of like just word vomiting. Like I said, it was not something I had planned, but it's some words I wanted to get out there. Instead of doing it on Instagram story with it erases, I have it here. I hope this little pep talk could either inspire you or motivate you or give you a kick in the butt, or maybe you're going to be like, okay, everything Joe says I already know. Why am I not doing it? Maybe that's the answer you need. Okay, so have an amazing day. Love you all. Again, thank you for the support, and I will be on here more often.